In this hypothetical example, let's assume that you want to communicate with your friend Bob. First of all, get Bob to open this page as well. And here I'm going to demonstrate it by opening this page in another tab. Then, what we are going to do with Bob, we are going to establish a common password. So you will know the password, Bob will know this password, but no one else will. To do this, we are going to exchange non-secret codes by email, as a result of which we will be able to both derive the same password. Here's how to do this. Scroll down until you get to this form. And it says here, send your exchange code to him, copy this, and send that to Bob. Bob will come to this form and will paste your code here. Then he is going to send his code back to you, and you will paste it here. Then we will be able to derive the same password. The password is the same, as you can see. Now, how can you actually verify that the password is the same without communicating the password? For this, you use the check digits. The check digits are not secret, and you can communicate them in any way you wish. I suggest that you communicate them by a different means than you have communicated the exchange codes, because it creates a second authentication to verify that you are indeed talking with the right person. For example, if you were sending the exchange codes by email, you could have typed the wrong email address. Maybe you have two Bobs in your address book and you have selected the wrong one. By verifying the check digits by another method, for example SMS or instant messenger, you will have a very high likelihood that you are actually talking with the right person. Now that you have this password, what do you do with it? First of all, note that you get two passwords. One is a long password and one is a shorter password. The shorter password is just the first 15 digits of the long password. If you need the password in order to log in into a website, so that you and Bob can log in into the same website, then you can use the short password. If you need the password to encrypt information, then you can use the long password, because the long password will give you much stronger encryption. So how can you actually use this? If you need to send several files, then you can create an encrypted archive, encrypt it with the long password, and send the archive. If you need to send very large files, then you can get an external hard drive, format it using an option to create an encrypted drive, and use the provided password as the encryption password. Then you can place any files you wish on a hard drive and mail the hard drive by regular mail. If you only need to send a short message, then you can use the encrypt message form on this very page. As long as you have the same encryption key field here, the information will be encrypted. The encryption key is filled automatically with the derived password higher on the page. You also have an option to change the encryption key to anything you wish. Now, let's say that you want to send your credit card number to Bob. Then click the encrypt button. This is the encrypted message. Copy this message and send it to Bob. Bob will come here. As long as he has the same encryption key field, he can go to the decryption form and decrypt the message. One more caveat about how to use this page is related to the fact that this page actually does not store any information, and every time you refresh this page, numbers in it change. In order for the password exchange to work, the page needs to remain open, because if you refresh this page and this code changes, when you paste the code you receive from the other party, if this is now different, then the derived password will be also different. So you have two options: either keep this page open until the exchange completes fully, or you can create a backup file here by typing Bob and clicking download, the backup file can be later loaded using the load backup option, which will restore all the values. For instance, if I refresh this page, the values have changed. But if I do choose file and I load Bob's file, the numbers here are restored. But how can you know that the creator of this page, which is me, is not going to steal your password that you derive on this page? One way you can be certain that I'm not doing this is by not going to my website at all. You can create a local copy of this page and use it directly from your computer. Here's how to do it. Open my page on my website, then save page as, using your built-in browser functionality, as complete web page. Then clicking on this web page will open it directly from your disk. The styling will be slightly off, but it will work the same way. On your disk, if you look at the way it is saved, you're going to see that it is saved in two pieces. There is an HTML file and there is a directory containing all the dependent files that are being used by the website. Be sure to move these two things together when you organize files on your hard drive.